Don't go anywhere. And it was because 10 seconds later, we were going to be back. It's me and Future Man. And between us, we've got Max Brooks. And you've brought with us an incredible book that we're going to examine today. 10 weeks, I think, on the New York Times bestseller list.
10 weeks on the bestseller list.
And this is a book about Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen. So
maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah, you guys, we got some
What's
Minecraft
that?
players out there.
Right.
Just quick show of hands, right here for
Some
sure.
love for Minecraft.
Minecraft the Island. Minecraft the Island.
Yes.
So basically, yeah, what we're talking about is it is a survival story. If you know my work, you know that I write survival stories, just like my zombie books. In this book, the zombies are square. But it is a character that wakes up in the world of Minecraft, doesn't know who they are, knows that they're from our world, but doesn't know how to get back and has to survive. And it literally was, if you were actually trapped in the world of Minecraft, how would you survive?
Now, this is really interesting because as I was reading the beginning of this, it's exactly like the player experience. You load into the game for the first time, and you're like, the sun is square, and I'm running out of food, and something hurts, and I have to figure all this stuff out. And you've taken that experience, and you've turned it into a novel.
Yeah, because that's what I'm always thinking of when I'm playing Minecraft is what would I really do? How would I really survive? I would be hungry. I'd be scared. I'd be ignorant. I would be frustrated. I'd be literally hitting my head against a wall. I wouldn't know how to survive. And so I thought, that's a perfect novel right there. That's a survival story. That's Robinson Crusoe.
Yeah, a hostile environment.
It seems like a very interesting approach that could be used across just tons of different games. And specifically in this game, what you took was just your experiences in this game and sort of translated that to the book, which, you know, we were talking about this. Maybe you weren't sure, like, will this hit home with other people who, so many people have different experiences, but it sounds like the opposite has happened where people have said, I actually can connect with that big time, and the response has been really positive.
I'm shocked because when I wrote it for me. I write all my books for me.
Yeah.
And as I was playing Minecraft with my son, I realized, oh my God, this is more than just a game. This is a guide for life. Because when you play Minecraft, you can learn patience and planning and how to recover from failure and basically all the real survival skills you need in the real world.
Yeah.
And so I wrote this book to read.
Cool.
And I was shocked that when it came out, people were enjoying it.
Oh, man.
Well, I think, you know, when we talked about Minecraft, too, it's such an individual experience.
Right.
You know, any one of us has loaded into the game and has, you know, chosen a different direction. Maybe some of you started fighting, some of you started building, some of you started mining. And you would think, you know, my experience is so unique to me, but reading this book and reading the journey that you took, it's almost a guide for players as well to make sure that you're hitting all these experiences that you might have not found yourself.
Right, and for experienced players, it takes you back to that first moment when you first spawned in Minecraft. And there's the wonder and the excitement and the total ignorance. Because
There's
that's
one time that can happen.
Yeah.
For you, you know?
It's that one perfect moment, and then you start to learn and grow from that point up. And I wanted to capture that in the novel.
But that's the best time when you play a game, that first time when you're learning everything for yourself. And I made sure when I played Minecraft, like, I didn't check guides, I didn't check crafting thing. And so it's really like, how do I only got 4 blocks and I need to make an 8-block, you know, a pixel thing. Like, that is what I miss now when I go back and I play Minecraft is, I know how to do all this. I start again and I can craft everything. And this lets you recapture that experience. You also told us that you play with your son as well.
Yeah, and I sort of wrote it for him as well because I thought, you know, as a parent, you're always trying to impart life lessons to your kid. Like, you got to take life in steps, and you got to have a plan. And when you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down, you got to get back up. But, you know, parents, blah, 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 and the kids, you try to make it exciting and fun. And so there it is in Minecraft. The kid's already playing Minecraft. You just got to see it from the different lens. You've got to see the lessons embedded in it. You realize, oh my God, this game can help raise my son.
Absolutely. How has your son shown you anything that you weren't expecting with Minecraft? Like, what were his revelations that surprised you?
Oh, no, I mean, it's amazing. And what's great about it is he can learn lessons in a safe way. Sort of like, don't eat a raw blowfish.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
101 on the Stay Alive handbook.
I wasn't sure until I played Minecraft.
Right.
Not to
and
do
better
that
he learned that in the game than in real life.
Yeah, you see, like, you see just these people making these insane masterpieces that I just know. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. So much time and effort went into that. I'm curious, when you go in and your experience, is it about building anything huge and majestic, or are you guys more about the create and explore, build yourself a little house, keep it simple?
Well, no, I think that it's exactly like real life. You start simple. You start with the basics of survival, which is, food, shelter, security,
Right.
and then you build a little house. And then as you advance, you build more, you grow
Build
more,
onto it.
and finally you build an edifice. And that's actually called living your life. We all don't start out awesome. You start out small and you build slowly, and then eventually you can be awesome.
That's right.
It's that Maslow's hierarchy of needs right there. Just feed
Yeah.
yourself and cover
Right.
yourself
Right.
for a little bit, and then spread
Go
out.
from there.
There's so many iconic Minecraft moments when you play the game. Is it too tedious if I quiz you about if each of them are in the book? Do
No.
our characters ever die?
Well, there's only one character.
Well, there you go. Does he die and
Well, it's-
experience the respawn of?
No, this character
000.
does not die, but this character is alone on an island with other animals.
Yes.
So it's the idea of life, making new life, having to take new life in order to live, survival, and it's those moral choices of, do I eat meat once I've met the meat? Do I raise new
Yeah.
animals only to kill them?
Straight pumpkin pie.
And those are the personal choices that people make. And those are the real choices you have to make in life, is where is your moral line and how far you can go. And that's actually one of the lessons, because our character is thinking, hey, I can raise chickens, free food, free food, free food. And then the character realizes nothing comes for free,
Yeah.
especially when the price is your conscience.
Oh, that's heavy.
Whoa.
Does
The
he go to
lessons.
the Nether?
This character does not go to the Nether yet, but this character does go very deep, very hardcore underground. And that's the great thing about a writer, is because in the game, you can't smell the sulfur of the lava and feel the humidity of when that lava hits that water and being crushed underneath gravel. What does it feel like? So in a novel, you really can explore all the senses, and not just the physical senses, your emotional reaction to everything that you touch and feel, the fear, the anxiety, and the triumph. I'm not going to starve.
That sounds like it's going to enhance my gameplay, even if were I to read this and then go back and play. Like, oh, I remember writing about this, and now I have all these extra sensory ideas about
Yeah.
what this might be like.
Because when I play games, I go into it. Even when I was a little kid and I played Silent Service on my Apple II, whenever the sub got hit, I would switch off the lights and turn on the steam shower and act like I'd been hit.
No, that's amazing.
Whenever I played, I went deep. And that's the point. That's how I live my life. I'm either 110% into something,
Right.
loving it, or don't bother.
Just passionate.
I've never
Yeah.
in my life thought meh. Like, there's no room for meh. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this planet.
Halfway, go all in,
Yeah,
dive
you're
in.
either in it or don't bother with it.
I love that. I love that. I'm curious, when you were first picking up Minecraft, was it something that you'd heard about beforehand and you had these expectations?
Yes.
Or you, okay.
Well, because there was a friend of my son who was
Yeah.
introducing, and he was showing us Minecraft, and he said, oh, and I've mined here, and here's the gold that I've mined, and the king has asked me to take care of the gold. And I go, oh, that's in the game? He's like, no, I just am imagining that's why I would have gold. And I'm like, whoa.
You're like,
You're a genius. You're getting smarter
Whoa.
before my eyes. Like, that's so cool.
Well, because let's
Yeah.
think about it. Most video games, there's only one way to succeed and advance, right?
Yeah.
That's a very 20th century way of looking at things. It's very Industrial Revolution. You do one thing right and you move up, and that's not the way we are now.
Yeah.
There's a million different choices to get to your goals now. We're living in a creative society, and the way to
Yes.
survive in the 21st century is you got to carve your own path. And that's what's great about Minecraft, is you have a goal, don't starve, but you can hunt, fish, farm, and there's a million ways to do that. So you can solve the problem your way.
How old is your son?
Right now he's 12.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you've touched on this, games as a teaching platform, games as a lesson for kids going forward. Do you ever consider going into games yourself?
Maybe someday. I've been playing games my whole life, and I think that games are the best way to teach. Because
Yes.
let's face it, you don't have to have the choice between education and entertainment. Why can't you combine them? Why can't learning be fun? And let's face it, there's so much to learn now. The world is
Yep.
changing so fast. We better change with it. And we
Yes.
better figure out exciting, awesome ways to get our kids to want to learn. And by the way, not just our kids, all of us.
Sure.
The world is always, I have that lesson in Minecraft where literally as I was writing the book, they changed the game. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, I incorporate that into the book where the character wakes up one morning and he or she,
Radishes? What?
well, the character realizes
Whoa.
sometimes the world changes, and
Yeah.
you've got to change with it. And let's face it, that's the world we're living in. Technology, boom. So, society, boom. Economics, boom. Every day we all wake up, and we're like, this is not the world I went to sleep in.
That's a true story. Adaptation,
Yeah.
most important.
Adaptation,
Max,
flexibility.
you've made an incredible story here, and I look forward to getting it in so many people's hands because
Yeah.
I think gaming is, if this brings you into Minecraft, even better. But if
Oh,
this
yeah.
enhances your Minecraft experience, like I know it will, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you.
Where can we find it?
You can find it anywhere books are sold.
Well, that's
a
quite
lot-
easy for you
lot
guys.
of places.
Yeah.
Thank you
Cool.
so much for your time. Thank you for your contribution to the
guys.
world of
Thank
Minecraft.
you.
Thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
So
watching.
cool.
Thank
Got a
you.
little more from New
you,
York
thank you.
Comic Con.